everybody, my name is Kazm Vulfhart, aka King Kazm, whatever you want to call me, and welcome back to Pokémon Blue the Nuzlocke. Today is going to be a bit of a voiceover, because for some reason my OBS decided to be a garbage piece of crap, and not record my mic for some unknown reason. So, for this lovely episode, I'm going to be experimenting a little bit and doing voiceover stuff. If you guys like this kind of thing, let me know in the comments, and leave a like, leave a like regardless if you do like this episode, but anyways. So this episode is a bit different than... Well, it's not a bit different. We're just going to continue on what our main goal is. To tell you right off the bat, my biggest concern for this entire gym, because we will be taking on the gym today, is that Koga has a Weezing at this level 43, and I believe our Nidoking at this point in time is the only one at the level needed to match it. And that Weezing has Self-Destruct, and Self-Destruct, if you don't know, is a move that halves your defense, effectively making its power go from 130 to 160. I believe at this point I'm pulling up my Pokémon Blue Nuzlocke map, or strategy wiki, because I'm trying to figure out... what is the word I'm trying to figure out? I'm trying to figure out levels of Pokemon, because I'm trying to figure out what's optimal for experience. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Because as I said, my concern is that Self-Destruct, and I don't want it hitting any of us, or any of our Pokemon, because a few of us are tanky, but I don't trust that this game won't hit me with a random-ass crit Self-Destruct. And if I remember correctly, at this point, Oregano is level 39? Lettuce is level 38? And Sandwich is level 36, I think. I just love it how I stand around and just do nothing sometimes. But no, we're going over to this route and just going to do some wild Pokemon running and training. And this is me looking away and accidentally not going into the grass like I'm supposed to be. I need like a second monitor so I can have an easy, like, quick glance that isn't my phone. So yes, Oregano is 39. And like I said, this is just basic experience training. Oh! I forgot. What is everybody's favorite Pokemon game? I asked this question for everybody to answer, if they want to answer. Leave a comment down below what it is. My personal... No, what is your least favorite? Not your favorite. I'm dumb. My least favorite has to be Gen 9. I didn't explain it in the video when I was recording, but I'll explain it here. I don't like Gen 9 because Gen 9 feels like it... By the way, I'm looking up why there's a Pidgeotto when I previously looked it up. The route didn't have a Pidgeotto. That's literally what I'm doing right now. It's just staring at it. A map of everybody's... or every route's... I guess it would be wild Pokemon tables? And I'm slowly learning that the route I'm on... Wow, I take forever to read. I'm slowly learning that I actually misjudged how the routes are operating. And I'm about to show you guys now, in a bit. Eventually. Yay! I'm figuring it out. No, ducks. Ducks, you doofus. So, where my character is standing, and where the bird is... that is Route 15, and then the route to its right is 14, the route above it is 13, and the long route above that is 12. And I am learning that, based on the information that I'm getting off of the strategy wiki, I technically didn't capture Pokemon on Route 13 and 14, because each of those do have their own capture tables. Was it 13 and 14, or was it... Well, regardless, I had decided at this point... Oops, I hit my mic, I'm sorry. Sorry, headphone users. At this point, I decided that I'm just going to mark all 4 of those as me capturing a Pokemon. For the simple fact that number one, the amount of work I'd have to go into to actually check if that's actually true is way too much, given my current schedule, and also because it feels more fair to say I didn't because I made a mistake and I don't want to cheat. Or I don't want to seem like I'm cheating. And I already know that this is kind of an unorthodox Nuzlocke anyways. I know a lot of other people would probably disagree that this is a Nuzlocke, but... I mean, it's my Nuzlocke, it's my first proper Nuzlocke, so I'm going to try and be as easy on myself as possible. Regardless, though, I'm just going to mark them as they're all Pokemon captured. Or I caught a Pokemon in each of those routes. Just to make it easier on myself. But I do want to go back and talk about why I don't like Gen 9. The reason I don't like Gen 9, and this is something I would talk about in one of these episodes anyways, so we're just gonna roll with it. I don't like Gen 9 because it feels like an unfinished game. Like, seriously. Like, even with the DLC, it still feels a little unfinished. And I'm not talking about performance issues and stuff like that. Technically speaking, when I'm looking at Gen 9 versus the other generations, it feels like there's stuff that is wasted potential that was meant to be something and wasn't something. I've already showed the episode, or I've already showed you guys the cavern that literally led to nothing. And overall, it feels like an incomplete game. A lot of the story was decent and fine. The music was great, even if it did get me copyrighted, which I absolutely hate. That's another thing I want to talk about in this episode, but I'll talk about it later. And I'm looking at the experience because I want to see if I want to see who I want to train for this. I was wrong. Sandwich is level 38. So we're going to try a switch train here and there and see what it does. But yeah, no, Gen 9 just feels incomplete. Like, it feels like they more or less rushed it out instead of actually taking the time to finish it. And I really hope Gen 10 they actually do just take the time to finish the game. Don't pull the same stuff that everybody else pulls. Where it's... make a game, it's not nearly done, but the deadline for the game to get the shareholders happy is coming up, so just release it as is, and then release the rest as DLC. That's not a game. At that point, that's a TV series that's being made as we go. And in all honesty, for video games, shareholders should just back the fuck off. Like, I know you want your money, but my god, you do not need your money right away. You are all, more than likely, very rich. Waiting an extra year or two for some money that when you already more than likely have a great amount of money will not kill you. And if it will kill you, you might want to reevaluate your life choices. Like, I understand wanting to please the shareholders and own up on your promises as a developer, but like, if your game, video, movie, song, book, product, if any of that is having parts of it sacrificed just to please a small group of people rather than the consumers that you are trying to get money from, then you're not doing it right, in my opinion. Now, I don't have a business degree. I'm not the kind of person. I hate how I'm gonna ADHD moment. I don't have a business degree. I don't know the ins and outs of high-end business, but still, like, as a consumer, stop fucking up our games. Stop making games that are shit, and then releasing the finished product as DLC. I can understand updates; those need to happen, especially with multiplayer games. I'm looking at everybody's experience right now. And it is around this time, I believe I've decided that it would probably do me a bit of good to train against the trainers in the gym. I'm still not fully decided on it just yet. I'm getting a few more experience battles in. Give me a second. I must hydrate. Yeah, it's around this time, now that I've got Lettuce up to level 40, that I decide I'm just gonna fight the gym and go from there. And while I'm doing this, I'm going to talk about something about, like, voiceover stuff. So, as you have noticed, my videos are usually candid, they're in the moment, very little editing, if any. Usually the editing comes at cuts of long pauses or me having to disappear for a bit. The reason for that is because I'm big into showing you guys... Go in and heal your Pokemon, doofus. I'm big into showing you guys the full story, the full game, as it were. Like, I want to show you guys bits and bobs. Especially with these older games that technically are out. Have been out for a while. Sapphire? Not Sapphire. Not Sapphire. Oh my goodness. Scarlet and Violet are the exceptions to this. Because they're newer games. Technically Starfield too, but Starfield's the kind of game where it gets really repetitive over and over again. That probably is a game that's better off being a voiceover scripted, not scripted, but like, I write a script as I play. Kind of like what Madrybread does with his challenges. Or maybe what Chromata does, which he does 100-day videos in certain games. Mostly Arc that I've seen, but he's done Raft as well as that, as well as other things. I'm trying to figure out, like, obviously I don't want to outright say I'm copying, but I am taking pages from other YouTubers that I've seen. And I want to see what works. This gym is so confusing to me, by the way. So it's not even the invisible walls that aren't even really invisible. That's what those little lines are, is they're invisible walls. What's confusing, it's the poison gym, and there's so many psychic types. Like, the only reason that there are this many psychic types... By the way, this guy is probably the biggest threat besides Koga. Because that is a Hypno. And that thing has a decent special stat. And proof that is a problem is right here. That move, Psychic, is so powerful in Gen 1. I had a literal panic attack as that was happening. Because if that was a crit, we were losing Oregano. There is no question about it. But he is the biggest threat besides Koga in this gym. I also need to buy antidotes around this time. I need to do some shopping in this in general, to be honest. But no, like, voiceover stuff doesn't fully appeal to me. That's not because I can't do it, because obviously I'm doing it now. It's just a case of, like, I'm not at the point in my career where I have, A, the time to do voiceover videos, because as I have watched some of Madrybread's videos and learned a lot of... Madrybread is one of the people that I've learned a lot of YouTube stuff from. Also, I'm realizing that now that I'm not controlling it, I have to move my hands a lot while I'm talking. Very ADHD of me. The reason I watch Madrybread a lot now is because, number one, he's an entertaining guy. He's going through a lot right now, and I feel for him, and I hope things work out for him. He seems to be doing well, but I'm buying full heals because they don't have antidotes. I don't know why they don't have antidotes, but they don't have antidotes. Revives are useless in Nuzlocke too, by the way, which is freaking hilarious. Which technically means that the one revive I have in my inventory I should probably sell or stash. Because it's just taking up inventory space in Gen 1. But yeah, like, from what he's shown me, voiceover stuff, especially for his videos, takes a lot because you have to record while playing the game. Then you have to edit the video, and while you're editing the video, you also have to work out how you're doing the script. Or what a lot of people do is they'll write a script at the same time, and it's more of a shorthand script, so a lot of people don't, what's the word I'm looking for? They have to figure out what they meant in the past, which, if I end up doing that, that'll be great. I barely remember what I did yesterday. I played Magic the Gathering yesterday, that's about it, that I remember. Well, and a ESO. Anyways. I think at this point I'm just looking up everybody's teams and trying to figure out what I'm doing. Because like I said, the Hypno was the biggest threat, only because of its level. There is a lower level Hypno in this gym that's a lot easier to deal with, and I'm sorry I'm jumping around subjects so much. I'm trying to get better at that. But I feel like if I were to do voiceover stuff similar to what Madrybread, Chromata, and Let's Game It Out do, Josh from Let's Game It Out, I would need to be fully monetized on this channel and possibly have close to 5,000 subscribers. Because I need to ensure that I'm not screwing myself over with bills and stuff like that. That's the biggest issue, is I need to make sure I'm not screwing myself over with bills. But also, I know when I talk about monetization, I'm talking about, like, no, just making a living off of the YouTube. I mean, yes, that is a goal. There are more goals, but I don't want to say what those goals are yet. But one of the biggest things I'm enjoying about being a YouTuber, even if I do have a small following, is just making videos for everybody. And being somewhat entertaining. I mean, I've had so many people tell me... Excuse me a second, I gotta move my leg. That is not what they told me, though. Don't worry, that is not what they told me. But no. They have told me in the past that my videos remind them of early YouTube, and that they absolutely enjoy it. And that's probably why YouTube doesn't like my videos, and doesn't really give me a lot of impressions lately. I mean, part of that is because I'm a small YouTuber. But, jokes aside... I miss Hedrick. It feels nice to hear that... Does he have a lollipop? It feels nice to hear that my videos are entertaining, and it feels nice to hear that people like the old YouTube not formula, but like old YouTube video style. And I've been thinking about like what the old YouTube style is. Like, one big thing I've noticed is, I mean, probably just what I've explained earlier. It's very few edits, if any. There's no camera. There's a lot of mic and commentary. I don't have the cadence down, I don't think. I don't think I have a proper... Like, I have cadences. I don't think I have a proper cadence, though. If that makes sense. So, like, if you look at bigger YouTubers, they have the ability to keep a flow going. And I feel like I struggle with that. But I'm trying my hardest to learn. No, if you could leave a comment down below... I'm kidding. I mean, if you could leave a comment down below for tips, that would be great. I can't guarantee that I'll follow them, but it would still be very much appreciative. appreciated. Another big thing is that, I don't know if I've said this before, I think I have, but I'll say it again. I am a solo act for this stuff at this moment in time. I record my videos, I edit my videos on my own, I make my thumbnails, I schedule my videos, I do the descriptions, the tags, all that stuff. The only thing I do not do on my own is the thumbnail art of my persona, and that is Fluff/Akel's doing. Every time I have a video with a thumbnail in it, I link their stuff in the description. So if you'd be so kind as to check his stuff out, he's a great guy. But no, I do all of this on my own, and I'm getting the handle on the recording aspect of it. Editing, I'm slowly getting better at. People say my editing skills are fine, but like I feel like there's always room for improvement, and there's always got to be something more I can do. And yes, I am very well aware I'm not talking anything about what I'm saying, what I'm doing, happening in here. Here's what's happening. I over-prepared. Up until I missed. But haha, the glare did not work. But no, this is why Pokemon is a weird game for me in general, is because I always end up over-preparing. The only time I ever over-prepare or under-prepare is if I play a game, play it over again. But because of the time between me playing Pokemon Blue last time and Pokemon Blue now, I'm more cautious, and considering that it's Nuzlocke, it's having me add more caution to the wind, or to this. If I had to hazard a guess, I could probably have beaten this gym at level 35. It would have been more of a challenge, though. But no, in general... Oh right, I'm looking for elixirs at this point, which I have none. And we're nearing Koga. That guy in the middle is Koga. But no, in all seriousness, like... what I'm doing is literally just fighting Drowsy, Arbucks, Sandslashes. I think there was a few Grimers in there, too. Also, just a little tidbit. 3 of my Pokemon videos have been hit for copyright. Oh yeah, I forgot. So this guy, because I was hitting him with a rap spam, he ended up withdrawing his Pokemon over and over again. And technically speaking, he's supposed to be doing the withdrawal. Did he do the withdrawal after my attack? I think he did the withdrawal after my attacks. Which you're not supposed to be able to do. But no, because I was hitting it with a spam, his AI actually told him to switch his Pokemon. Which was great! That's so cool. I love that the AI is smart enough to do that. It's always fun to see AI from older games making very interesting decisions like this. You'll see more decisions like this later. But anyways, that's all the trainers beaten. We got some experience. We're gonna fight Koga after we get a heal. And it'll be a fun fight, let me tell you. It'll be a fun fight of me just doing the same thing over and over again. Anyways, so 3 of my Pokemon videos got hit for copyright. One of them was in this playthrough, not in this playthrough, in this series. Technically it's a playthrough. The Pokemon Blue Nuzlocke got hit, Pokemon Sword Bug-type only run got hit, and the Pokemon Violet Bug-type only run got hit. Technically speaking, the copyrights don't do anything to my videos, although I'm pretty sure it just ruins the ability to get any form of views on it, in my opinion, but that's probably just because I'm a small YouTuber. But in the future, I probably won't get monetized for those videos, but my biggest gripe about it is that, look, if you're gonna hit me, I probably already talked about this in the Scarlet... No, but I didn't record that video yet. I'm deciding who to lead with, and I think I'm leading with Victory Bell, aka Lettuce. I'm so glad I got a Victory Bell. Alright, let's fight Koga and deal with stress and anxiety. Now this I do, and I'm talking about the copyright because I do remember talking about the copyright. Copywriting music and stuff like that is fine. It's understandable. It's to make sure that the actual people who are responsible for the music need to be compensated. The issue I'm having with it is that you copyrighted an old Pokemon game. Can't even tell if it's the actual people who are supposed to be copywriting it, or just some people trying to leech off of YouTuber. But in an older Pokemon game, you copyrighted the music, which is so commonplace anymore in a lot of videos I've seen that it doesn't make sense to copyright it to me. But then again, greedy money-loving companies. Anyways, the Marnie's theme song, that's another thing that got copyrighted. But I'm pretty sure I was talking over it, so I don't understand how that works. And then the same thing with the Ed Sheeran song at the end of Pokemon Scarlet. I was talking non-stop for that. This is... Muck was a problem, or a big concern, because I didn't have Stomp, and I know he minimizes a lot. He also disables my strength, which I'm pretty sure was supposed to be a random thing anyways, but I guess it randomized on strength. Minimize is a concern for me because I don't have Stomp, but he obviously is a crit. And the biggest concern is honestly the wheezing still. So I'm just going to try and brute force this coughing to get through. And I'm done. I'm honestly done with the copyright thing. I'm not really going to worry about it too much. I should have talked about the fact that he X-attacked the wrap-stuck coughing, though. That was kind of funny. Oh my goodness, that was hilarious. But yeah, no, I'm done talking about the copyright for now. I'll probably talk about it in another episode in the future, but still, it's so annoying. No, my accuracy! How dare you! Stop it! And now we come to the very big problem. So I can do something that is scummy, and I'm so gonna do it. First we sleep powder it to put it to sleep. Next we're going to wrap the ever-loving crap out of it. And that's why I didn't switch back in with the coughing. He uses an X attack on a wrapped Pokemon, which scares me. You'll see why it scares me in a bit. He X attacked it twice. But yeah, I was trying to save wraps. So, for this exact reason. I was surprised to find out that the sleep still ticked. Or maybe it doesn't tick, and it just takes a while, and I miss, and it wakes up. So I immediately put it back to sleep. I'm also so glad that sleep powder hasn't missed yet, but it's gonna miss on the crucial moment, and I'm gonna hate it. So we wrap the crap out of it. Even more. By the way, its self-destruct now, if it decides to do so, is a 2-stage attack, and it ignores half my defense. Terrifying. It will kill lettuce. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And at this point, I decide I'm just going to run with it and try my hardest to just keep wrapping it and hope I don't miss. And we're nearing the end. Come on. The last wrap. Come on, don't miss. We're almost there. Come on. Yes. Oh, and the amount of stress I felt that entire time was just... Please no. I don't want to lose lettuce. But with that, we beat Koga. We beat Koga, we can surf outside of battle, we get Toxic, which is a decent move, and it's a 100% accuracy on a Poison-type Pokemon. So we can give it to somebody and really screw stuff up. But overall, it's probably not a move we'll be using too much, I don't think. But with this, we have several areas we can go to. We can go to the Fire-type gym, because we can just skip the Psychic-type gym, because I'm terrified of the Psychic-type gym right now. We got to deal with that. It's going to be a real problem, because most of us are Poison-types. And there's no Dark-typing to save our asses. But overall, the biggest issue at the moment is just deciding where to go. We can go ahead and try and beat Gen 1's Blaine. We can go ahead and try and beat Sabrina and Silphco. Overall, it's just kind of choices, choices, choices. Where am I going? We also have Pokemon that we need to catch in the next few areas. We have below Pallet Town we can go to. We have below this city that we can go to. And we have... I think that's it. Well, we could... Actually, we can surf in other places and try and get Pokemon from there as well. The issue is, if we were to do that, we would end up probably getting a bunch of Tentacle. Because Tentacle's pretty common, to be honest. Not that that's a bad thing. I could also fish in this town, but I don't think I will. I might, actually. I don't know, I might. I'm thinking. But... no, this is literally me looking up, like, what the next options are for what I can do and what I can catch. If we do go south from here... if we go south from Pallet Town, it'll be easier. If we go south from Saffron's Fuchsia City, it'll be us having to fight through an entire island. So, honestly, Pallet Town's probably the way to go. But beyond that, I think this is where I start to call it. So... I'm waiting to stop. Stop moving. I'm going to call it here, personally speaking. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, if you enjoyed this voiceover, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe. And leave a comment, let me know how I did. And if you come back on the regular and you're not subscribed, please subscribe. It's free, it helps out a ton, I'm greatly appreciative. And if you share this video with your friends, your family, your favorite cast of voiceover actors, I'd appreciate that as well. And as always... I'll see you as we continue our adventures in Pokémon Blue, the Nuzlocke. And hopefully I won't have to do another voiceover again. This one felt really weird. Anyways. Bye-bye!